are someone who has officially mastered a lot of your gifts, but the most specific gift that I was getting for this energy was the gift of manifestation, the art of manifestation. This is something that you can call yourself a master at because you have done the work, you've gone through the trial and error, you've taken accountability for your thoughts and your feelings. You understand that you have the ability to manifest good things and you have the ability to manifest bad things. The analogy that I was getting when I got this message was like Kung Fu Panda. I also got Kill Bill, but her story is a little bit different, a little bit more violent, but it was mostly surrounding the story of Kung Fu Panda. If you've ever seen that movie, it's about a panda who is obsessed with this ninja fighting group or whatever. He ends up discovering that he is the dragon warrior, okay? Now, this is a big, fat, goofy, funny panda who likes noodles, who is raised by a duck, okay? And he, of all people, is the dragon warrior compared to all these fighters and trainers and people who have been doing it for so long. They have way more experience than him, way more skills than him, but he is a dragon warrior, okay? So I'm kind of getting that about you. These gifts that you have, this gift to transmute energy, this gift to manifest, this gift of like alchemy that you have, that's something that is ingrained in your DNA. That's in your blood, okay? And to the outside world, you may have come off to people as someone who was just regular and mediocre and not really going to amount to anything, and just like in that movie. But it turns out the entire time that you were the one. You were the one that God chose to give this gift to, these gifts to, this certain level of power to. And the reason that you were chosen for that is because God saw into your heart, saw that you were a trustworthy individual and you were going to use your gifts and your power for good, which is why you got it, okay? Although this is something that was placed upon you at birth, it was not just handed to you. In any fool's journey movie, any hero's journey movie, there was a series of tests and lessons and trials that whoever the protagonist in the story had to go through in order to master their craft or their gift or gain some sort of power or reward. And that's kind of been your story. You had a hard life and you had to go through many lessons because in the end, you were going to get all of these amazing things. You were going to have these gifts bestowed upon you that no one else is getting. Like I said, this is something ingrained in your DNA. We can teach manifestation and alchemy and transmutation and quantum mechanics all we want to, but there's certain people who will never ever be able to grasp that concept or do what you can do because it's not in them. It's not in them. They were not given the seed. The seed was not planted in them. It's not in their DNA. It's not in their blood. It's not going to happen. You can take two people and teach them the same thing, and only one of them is going to come out on top because only one of them was chosen to come out on top. We can go through the same trials, the same tribulations, the same lessons or whatever, but that does not mean we're going to get the same result, because if it's not in you, it'll never happen for you. It'll never manifest for you. So that's kind of why I got that analogy. And I also am getting that there are people who are very envious of this about you. They resent the fact that you are gifted because however long you have known these people, they looked at you as somebody who was mediocre and somebody who was undeserving and somebody who always took the long route, someone who moved with love, someone who never really they never thought would amount to anything, because from their perception of life, they have always done things the fast way, whatever could get quick results. Always kind of the type of person who stole from other people or stepped on people to get to the top. And the reason that they did this was because they felt like that's how you get to the top. The only way you get to the top is by stepping on people and taking from people and scamming and just doing whatever low vibrational activity they were raised up to do. You are the type of person who moves righteously. You don't step on people to get to the top. You don't have to talk down on people to shine. You are just yourself. You're not afraid to uplift the next person. You have no reason to belittle people who you don't understand. And you are willing to take your time and whatever game that you were playing, whatever position that you were looking for, you're willing to take your time because you want longevity. You don't want just instant quick gratification. You like to play the long game, basically, okay? And this has caused envy. You stepping out and having whatever gift that you have, like I'm getting some of y'all could be moving into the music industry, like you have an amazing singing voice, or you're starting to get a lot of acting opportunities. You're publishing a book, you're starting working at a school, like everything that you said you were going to do, you're doing it, but people counted you out because of how long it took you to get there. And for them, like I said, everything they got was, it was quick. So they felt like they were the winners and they were better than you. And that's just not the case. And I always tell you guys, and I think I spoke on this like a year ago, the pendulum is always going to swing the other way. So we are moving into a time where you can no longer get ahead by stepping on people, being nasty, conniving, and malicious. We have sat back and watched for decades a lot of different people get to the positions that they were in by stepping on people and by taking from people and by lying and doing fraud and all types of low vibrational work. We have watched that, and people seeing that, people in our world seeing all these people get to the top by being nasty and stepping on people, it caused them to want to join in and do it as well, not realizing that everything, it's like the hourglass is always going to turn the other way. Once it runs out, it's going to turn, okay? And when it turns, it's kind of like first shall be last and last shall be first. So all of the people who remained good people, I won't say good people, but who remained righteous, who did things the right way, you didn't do anything low down. You moved from a high vibrational place. You're not perfect, but you weren't out here being malicious and evil. All those people who waited on God and did things their way instead of the worldly way, those people are the ones who are going to be on top now. First shall be last, last shall be first, okay? And it's going to cause some envy, because if people look at you as nothing and you become something, that's a hit to their ego. So the dog is upstairs playing with their bone, and she keeps picking it up and dropping it on the ground. And as you can see, I was irritated in the video, but just take it as confirmation. When people have already decided that you are nothing, it really, really hits their ego, because it's like, how dare you? I decided in my head that you were beneath me and you were nothing and you were never going to be nothing. And here you come walking up in here and you are everything that I am not, or you are everything that you said you were going to be. You are everything that I never thought you would be. You are the star. And now I feel so mediocre and I feel like a fool because I continue to speak ill against your life just for you to come out on top. Especially if this is people who spoke ill against you to others, especially if it's people who don't even know you. They spoke ill against you to others and got in groups and crowds and had little tea parties about you. And here you come walking in here and you're the star. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a huge problem for people, because how dare you? But I always tell y'all, and I'm sure you've heard this quote before, God will take a nobody and turn them into a somebody in front of everybody without asking anybody. And that's your story. You have gone through, everything that you have gone through has led you to be this person that you are. And it was not easy. And that hurts people the most. The fact that it took you so long to get there. And when you got there, you shot past everybody. You turned out to be the star. You turned out to be the one that changed your family. You turned out to be the one that put your city on the map when all these people were fighting and competing with each other to get there. Oh yeah, that's a huge blow to the ego. They feel it right in their chest, okay? Right in their chest. And these people don't understand, you got to where you are because you remain focused on your journey. You are not competing with no one. You don't see any competition. It's not about anybody else. All these other people were competing with each other. They were stepping on each other. They were slandering and gossiping each other. They were stealing from each other. You were not involved in that. And for some reason, they were raised and taught that that's how you get ahead. That's not you. That's not who you are, which is why you did not participate. You decided to go a different route. You decided to focus on God, and you decided that you know that whatever it is that was promised to you by God and whatever it is that you want out of life that you have been manifesting is going to come. And you're okay with taking your time because you know that taking your time is how you get to stay in your position and keep your throne. So congratulations to whoever this is. You have officially mastered not only yourself, but your gifts. And now you get to step into this new reality, okay? When you get into this new reality, don't let the people from the past who you know, use your discernment, who you know, do not have your best interest at heart and were not there for you this entire time and were commingling amongst each other, plotting on you and speaking down on you. Don't let these people come back. That ship has sailed. You have rode off into the sunset, and these people are left on the dock and they can't do nothing but look.